Hey, fuck it. We are so back. Like, daily shit coming out, study showing up, study doing shit, and so on and so forth. Let me just message in my group the fact that I was live right now. So today we'll keep it quick because there's not really much to cover. But some interesting things are happening, as you can see on the chart. One moment. Okay.
Here we go again.
Okay. So that is basically it. And I'm not able to see my fucking chat if it pops up. We have to set it up also because I'm fucking stupid. I'm not used to this shit, but it doesn't matter. Set it up. Okay. Okay, this is alright. Yes, it's about right. Interesting situation with how the market is looking, because as we said yesterday, we wanted to reclaim 63k, which is not something that happened. 63k proved as a resistance once again, and you can see it happening over and over again for a few times now. Like, as soon as we drop below, this right here looked good, didn't turn out to be good. Denied once, now denied second time. We are now trading also below 62k, which is not the best situation to be in. This level right here around 60.8. This is 1k down from where we are trading right now, and I guess that could be a support level to look into. But I don't know if we get it. Like, potentially we could get it, but I'm not sure about it. 65k is still the biggest level to aim and to look into getting. I don't know if we'll get it in the next few days, as I expected when we were trading above 63k, but we'll see. We'll play it level by level. For now, there's really not too much to cover, because it's kind of no man's land. You wouldn't want to be shorting 63k, and we didn't get enough confirmation to actually go long on it. So when it comes to BTC, I don't think I'll play it, at least in the meantime, while I look for alts. When it comes to ETH, I mean, obviously it got dragged down by BTC, because that is something to be expected, but it denied, this is significant, it denied of the 0.5 of the whole range. So from 48.68 to 10.84, we denied off of the halfway point of the range. So that is something to keep an eye on, because it's not the most bullish thing to happen. As I said, ETH wanted to do something like this, basically reclaim of the 0.5, and as we reclaim it, we also reclaim the Monday's high, come up into the monthly open, and possibly reclaim that to go higher, which is not something that happened. Makes me kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say bearish necessarily, but it's not looking as good as it did. And you see the strength on this candle has been completely sold off in a matter of 5 to 6 4-hourly candles. So I guess the strength is not showing. When it comes to BTC dominance, it's starting to rally. Like the past few hours have been relatively bullish, and by few hours I mean maybe more like a few days. But yeah, 56%, I guess, not impossible. I guess this level could be claimed. 55.8 when it comes to BTC dominance. ETH BTC, let's check that out also. ETH BTC looks, I don't know, it's been going down and down for the past few days. Yeah, past few weeks almost. It's not looking good. Three consecutive daily red candles after 6 red daily candles. It's not looking as good. But I mean, we are coming up on support. We're coming up on support when it comes to ETH BTC. And I could see us probably bouncing off here. It would make sense to bounce, like being completely honest. So I guess that is something to look for. I don't know. Crypto, altogether, crypto is not looking the best. I can see people arguing on Twitter, talking about if this is the end of the cycle, talking about how people are chasing new shit, how the old coins, including Ethereum, possibly don't have to hit the all-time highs, the previous all-time highs, and we could still end the cycle. I mean, the book has changed. The book has changed completely with the inflows of the ETF. But I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know if it changes so much that ETH can go like, let's see, ETH can go up to 15-16% below the previous all-time highs, and that would be the high of the cycle, the complete high of the cycle. I don't know how likely that is, but I guess you have to leave space open for everything to be possible. So yeah, Solana is also looking better than other altcoins, even though it's not looking the best. It's coming up in an interest zone from yesterday, so we might. Now the thing is, I want to take a long on Solana here because it does look good. It does look strong. It's holding the, I guess, this whole area, which is a support. But see, the thing is, with BTC looking so weak. What the fuck am I doing? Let me just open it up like this. With BTC looking as weak as it does, I mean, this is a reversal candle which doesn't look too bad. We need to reclaim them on this mid-range for me to long anything. So in situations like these, you want to keep an eye on BTC more than you're keeping an eye on the coin that you actually want to take the trade on, meaning Solana in this case scenario. So yeah, Solana doesn't look too bad, but the thing is, it's not just about Solana. You have to factor in the BTC being bearish. If we somehow pull back like a few more percent, let's see. If we somehow pull back like 5% more, $135 would probably be a good level to look into. Like, being completely honest, because it's the mid-range of the whole ass move. Go to the weekly, and just to rehearse what we said yesterday, you have this whole range from the top to the bottom. This is the mid-range. $135 is something to aim for, as well as a level to possibly deviate below this trend line. So yeah, I mean, it's really hard to actually trade in this market condition, because you have to be ready for both sides to play out. You have to be ready for what's not likely to happen, meaning us possibly going below 135 just because BTC is underperforming. So not the best situation to be trading in, but if you want to take trades, I guess either wait for the Monday's mid-range to be reclaimed, and as we are talking, we are dropping below this support level. I mean, this whole thing, let me just mark it out. This whole thing right here is a big support area that we didn't want to drop. Possibly from here, I guess, just tying it out, from here to here. You don't want to be dropping below this level. Now we are doing that as we speak, so I guess it's possible to like maybe deviate these maybe even go to the Monday slow. But I don't know, I don't want to be predicting. But maybe we retag the Monday slow, possibly deviate it, and you will look for runs there, because now the more time passes, the worse it gets. With how these candles are looking, like the 3 hourly candle is just, maybe the 4 hour does look worse. Yeah, the 4 hour candle is nasty, like 4% at this point. So a reclaim of this support area, as well as the Monday's mid-range, would be your sign to get in, maybe like smaller size, because the market is looking a lot worse than it did, just because BTC hasn't been able to hold 63k, and now we are dropping almost to 61k, like 61.1, which is crazy. If we go to the lower time frames, let's see what kind of price action we have when it comes to BTC, because BTC is the only thing that it's important. I mean, retrospectively looking, this was an obvious part. Like, you can see us not being able to reclaim this level. It was inefficient on the move up. Here we had a big resistance level and inefficient on the move down, as it usually happens. So now that that is cleared out, you have this level right here and this level right here that want to be tested at least. We have already tagged one of them being this level right here at 61.708, and this lower level could possibly go without being tagged, 61.102. Like we were trading right above it, and it doesn't have to happen. So counting in the fact we have already faked out a move to these, we could possibly see us retracing back up, but I don't know. I don't want to be speculating on it because it doesn't look the best. And this whole level, which previously wasn't a big resistance, will now most likely prove to be a resistance, because it's been supported 1, 2 times, 3 times. The third time we deviated below it, then deviated above. Boom, straight candle to the downside, which is like a 2% candle basically. Let me just see if I can line it up. I don't know why I like using the trackpad. I'm not using my mouse, which I have. I'm just using my trackpad for some reason. But yeah, I don't know. Now it's looking a lot worse than it did previously, so that is something to think about. And that is why I'm hesitant on longing altcoins. So I guess now is the time to chill out. Now is the time not to be doing too much in the markets. If you got something to build on, build it. If you got meme coins that you wanted to buy them. If you got altcoins that you wanted to buy them. Like, just DCA into your positions basically. So I can see everyone freaking out, and the sentiment of the whole market is really weird. Old season, I mean, it would take some time. Like, I personally think the old season comes around September, August, that whole period, because that is when we expect the elections to happen. That is when the Fed will do the best they can to keep the traditional markets, like TradeFi and so on, that they will keep them up. Like, you could expect ES to run them, meaning BTC will most likely follow, meaning altcoin season happens right after. So I mean September most likely, because I think the BTC move will start to happen around mid-August, and basically for the money to rotate it would take like a few maybe weeks, I guess. So yeah, it would be around August, September. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it can happen in the next few weeks, days, possibly, I don't know, but that is not something I'm looking at. I don't see us going to new highs in the next few days and possibly a few weeks, because it just doesn't look as good as it did before. And that is also why I'm hesitant on buying new positions here, even though these are good levels to get in. If you look at INJ, I mean, we've been buying INJ at higher prices that we are trading now. It just doesn't look as strong as it did previously. Banry as well. I want to be buying this coin, and it has pulled back a ton from the top. You just see, you can just move this out of the way. Like at the point that we're talking, 57% down from the all-time highs, but it doesn't look as good as it did here. Like it looked good here because the whole market was looking good, and now BTC looks like fucking shit, and I can't expect it to go up, so I don't want to be buying altcoins here. And I think we possibly put in the low of the whole summer soon, and I think it will happen around either this area right here or somewhere in this zone. We don't have to do it. That is just my bias. That would fake a lot of people out. That will take a lot of liquidity out of the market. Like the scared people will most likely sell as we get into these levels. Imagine if you bought around 69k. As we were trading above 69k, you were like, yep, we are going up. We are going much higher. And if you bought there and you're now down like 10%, you're already scared for your money. Hi, Moby. Yup, CPI should be good. Like, I'm not selling, I'm just not buying anything here. But yeah, just talking about the scenario, you'd be down 11% from the top. You would be already shitting your pants at these prices. Like, just imagine you bought the top. You would be selling here, possibly. And just imagine if we go another 15% from here. Meaning if you bought slightly above 69k, you'd be down almost 30%. Yeah, see you later, bro. You'd be down almost 30%. Those people are going to get out of the market. They're not going to hold through a big drawdown, especially if you bought altcoins there. And I mean, I was buying altcoins at the highs. I didn't just buy altcoins like, let's say INJ. I bought INJ incredibly low, like here, in this whole area, this whole accumulation zone. I was also buying it higher. I was buying it here as well. And I didn't care. And I don't care now. I'm not selling anything. Vanry as well. I bought Vanry at like this whole accumulation area. Added here at the first drop. I don't care. I'm not going to sell. But the stupid money, the people who didn't get in at good prices but got in right around the top, are going to sell into a drop that is basically 30% down. So that is why I'm hesitant. That is why I'm waiting for us to put in a generational bottom on the BTC chart, and that is when I'm going to go all into altcoins, because I was all in, scaled out, I de-risked because I don't want to be stupid with my money. I do have a bit too much exposure into meme coins like Kai, War Incarnation, and so on. I mean, as I said, I think it happens in the next when I'm talking about the generational bottom, I think it happens in the next possibly few weeks. Like, being completely honest, the next few days could be bullish on BTC, depending on how CPI goes tomorrow. Depending on, I mean, Jerome Powell said inflation is going to go back down. They're trying to pump the markets, so the next few days could possibly be bullish when it comes to price action solely. But I think in the next few weeks, like, let's give it a time period, I guess now is the 14th of May. Basically until the end of May, I think we put in a bottom. I think that. And it doesn't have to happen. If we reclaim 63k, as we reclaim 63k, we come up into the 65k area. If that gets reclaimed, my bias changes, because I'm a trader first. If I see something that is a confluence to my bias, I'm going to stay with that bias. And if I see something that opposes my bias, that says, no, you're not correct, it is going to be bullish, and that would be a flip of 65k for me, 65.1. If I see that, Why not just flip it up, go max long, go into altcoins? Altcoins are already dead, so I mean, even though if BTC pumps to 65k, that would be like a 3-4% move. Yeah, about 5% move from here. Alts are not going to move as much, so you would still have time to buy them. So yeah, I expect it to be around the end of May, possibly the beginning of June. People are going out of the markets, people are going on vacations, people are chilling. They don't want to be messing up their whole financial situation with BTC looking bad, so I think the bottom is somewhere around there. And after that, we slowly start moving up. Maybe just range. Like imagine if this happens. Let me just chart it out. This is also a possibility. If we don't manage to reclaim this level, because 63k reclaim into 65k reclaim would be the invalidation of this whole idea that I'm about to tell you guys. But if we manage to drop below 59k, drop into this area, but don't manage to hold it, and we go back into this 52 area zone. Let me just see what messages I'm getting. I mean, I'll answer it later, but we don't manage to hold this level. So yeah, we go back into the 52k area. This is where you would want to scale into your first longs, and possibly, I don't think we get it, but if we do get it, 48k and so on, I think this is the best chance to get in on BTC. I don't think it will happen, but if it does, I will use the chance wisely. So after that happens, like either of these, imagine we just start doing this like for a few weeks, for a few months possibly, into the end of August. This would drive people crazy because we are still not trading above the previous all-time highs, and we are still revisiting these lows, and people will get absolutely terrified every single time we move back into these levels, and people will get extremely bullish once we get into these levels, and they will just fuck people up constantly, just ranging until people realize we are ranging, and they wanted to buy the bottom, they wanted to buy 52k at that point, but the market makers won't let them. As well as the 63k, they wanted to sell it, but the market makers let them sell and just run it up straight up. So that is most likely a scenario that will fuck the most people up. Basically ranging between 63k, possibly 65k, and like 53k. So if that happens, I think the most liquidity will get taken out that way. So that is basically my idea. I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. We went over the Solana thing, Solana situation, ETH, BTC. We'll stick to those for now. As time goes on, as the market gives a clear direction, we can start trading other coins. So TIA, Ondo, OP, those are the coins that I like to trade. Luna, I trade it only when it's bullish, and it's not bullish anymore, so ENA as well. It looks extremely bearish. I mean, this one had a clear direction, and it was to the downside. Like, I guess from here, possibly here. Let me just see. Nah, we'll try it out from here. But yeah, this is a clear downtrend, which is moving down. I mean, it doesn't have to be precise. You can eye it out. It doesn't matter, but you guys get the whole point. I think this was a great short if you played it. But I mean, it's a new coin. You don't want to be shorting new coins because liquidity runs happen so easily, and that is what happened with Ondo, with people shorting it, and it just ran up straight after. So yeah, that is basically it. That is basically what I wanted to cover for today. I've been streaming for 23 minutes. I mean, all of these streams that I'm doing are going to stay up on the channel, so I guess if there's something that needs to be rehearsed, it'll stay there. Selling a GameStop, I mean, it's smart. GameStop went crazy. I mean, I'm not in on the move, but GameStop went absolutely wild. So selling here is a good idea, even though it's pulling back, even though it's down 36% from the top. you still have to factor in the fact that it's up to 100% and more from the bottom. So selling GME is not a bad idea at all. I mean, look at this fucking... These gaps are wild. I mean, I wouldn't sell it all. Yeah, 3 years. 3 years is crazy. We just see. When did you get in? 2021. Oh, didn't you get in at the top? Like right here? I mean, if you've been in since here, I guess you could get out break even. That is not a bad idea. But if you bought it somewhere around here at these lows, it will still be off pump. You just see. From here, I guess. From this low. Yeah, 130%, so not that bad. Yeah, but the pullback on this one was crazy. You just see. 90% pullback. Imagine you got it at the bottom and it went up 500%. Thank you, man. Thank you. That is what I'm trying to do, because I want to get back into trading, because I've stopped trading for a few months now, and I want to get back into trading, and I have a lot more free time these days. So I was like, why not just stream everything, just cover my thoughts, have this as a trading journal. I guess people could learn, because I'm just doing my thing, saying out loud what I think and what I want to trade. So why not? If people show up, people show up. If people don't show up, it'll stay on my YouTube. And I mean, I could go back and rehearse, maybe backtest some of my strategies, see where I went wrong, see what I did correctly. So we'll see. I'm going to try to do this every day. Basically 20 to 30 minutes. Isn't too much, doesn't take up too much of my time, doesn't take up too much of your guys' time. I mean, people, yesterday I've had 1 people, thank you. Yesterday I had 2 people, today 2 of you guys, so I'm happy with this. It's still only a start. Yeah, I have a thing about altcoins. Let me just see what it's called. It's called altcoins to make millions with. It's the 3rd video on my channel, and those are basically all the altcoins that I like. It still hasn't changed. It's basically this list right here, Cryptonalysis Capital, and those are maybe excluding this one, because I don't own as much as I did previously, but I'm basically holding all of these, so I could still advise for them. They are not bad investments, and I think they'll go up again. So some of them have pulled back crazy. City Call is going to moon soon, my bro. City Call is going to moon soon. I mean, none of the meme coins are looking that great, to be honest. So hopefully it will move soon. There have been some big G's, big G's. 800 bucks. Like basically these transactions that sell 6 million of the coin at one point hit all the chart. They don't let it go up. But then again, we have some buyers now. People are coming in. I think we could maybe start moving up. I mean, I don't know. The team is working well behind it. Yeah, SmartDex is a good coin. SmartDex is a really good coin. They're doing a lot of shit behind the scenes. They're making a lot of partnerships, so I like the coin. I mean, I'm over invested. I have more money in meme coins now than I do in my main bags, which is not a smart thing, and I should probably de-risk some of it. Like Kai and Wit have been my biggest bags, and now City Call is coming up there with I mean, it's not even that old. It's basically a bit more than 2 weeks old. So yeah, the whole market is looking iffy. I don't want to overtrade. I don't wanna be over invested. So that is basically it. People are saying 0.15 for SmartDex, but that seems kind of bearish to me. Let me just see. I mean, that would be a 10x from this point. Yeah, SmartDex is... I think it's worth more than this. We'll just have to see, because as we get a second move, as we did previously, let me just go back. this move right here is a lot more violent, and it will be so much harder to play on, and there won't be a coordinated move to the upside. Basically, in this whole move to the upside, the majority of the altcoins have been moving up, and in this whole move to the upside, only some of them moved to the upside. Like, only some of the altcoins actually moved with BTC. So it'll be a bit harder, but those, and I think most of these coins will move with BTC on the next move up. If it does move to the upside, it will be so violent, and it will be most likely not just a 10x, it would be a 20, 30, 40x, I don't know. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. Like, all of these altcoins are at great buying levels, so even if they go lower, it can still stay bullish if it goes lower. So yeah, I'm not buying until BTC sells down. That is the only thing I want to disclose. I don't want to be buying if I think the BTC drop continues. So I'll wait for BTC to bottom out, make a summer bottom, or reclaim these levels, which are important. If that happens, either of those two situations, I'm going to start buying altcoins, so, and logging the major ones like Solana, like ETH, and like BTC. So that is the game plan, guys. I'm gonna have to go now, but I hope I was able to help you. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Actually, thank you, bro. Thank you. I'll most likely do them, especially if people keep showing up. Even if it's one person like you today, if people keep showing up, that is a reason for me to be consistent. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to do a stream tomorrow for sure. So see you.